If it looks like you can hardly walk through the warehouse because there's so many orders going out the door, I'm typically like really happy.
Video portraits of American trendsetters. 10 cities across the country, 5 episodes in each city. This week, from collaborative design to Edison light bulbs with Brian of Schoolhouse Electric.
Ooh, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, that's a good size for that.
They're nice and heavy too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of material.
That's pretty cool, rusty and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I think these are cut a little.
Yeah, you
so
recognize,
it's a little
you
more
guys, the more that you tighten that up, the harder it is for us to get a good coat in there.
I'm not worried about that, Andrew. I'm worried about the design. You can worry about the technical problems later. You just have to put a little tool.
The thing that gets me out of bed in the morning is being able to innovate something, you know, with a group of people, really where there's competing ideas at times, and that's not always easy as well. But I think the best ideas come from competing angles at times.
And then this is going to come in this color and this mustard color.
Are they still struggling with the marigold?
You're going to see it today.
Oh, really?
When you go
Nice.
over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Schoolhouse Electric is a collective of people bringing exciting products to a very unique and small boutique marketplace. I hired a young industrial engineer to work on that clock for like a year, you know, so I had a year's salary mostly on that clock.
Just to do that clock.
Just to do that clock, but I knew that it was going to be sort of one of the, you know, mainstay products in our launch, and it's been worth it because people are loving that clock.
Why is design important?
Design used to be one of these things that was just for the few. You know, there was sort of like the design community. It was almost like there was an artist community and a design community. But it's like everybody wants to be a designer now, I think. For us, I would say it has to do with how something is put together, like how it's made.
Crazy, man.
See, as he holds it in there, you'll see when it comes up, it's darker.
Ah, okay.
So it's getting darker now.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of handwork to get the desired look.
Who do you work with locally to make your products?
You know, one of the companies we work with, Mud Shark, a very talented, you know, vendor of ours that's actually right across the river, has been able to do things for us here locally that I don't even know of another place we could have the things that they do done in the United States, let alone here in Portland. Has it presented any challenges having like the lamp top versus no top, or is this a separate piece that sits on top?
This is all one piece. So we did a version of a mold of just the open and then a mold of this.
Okay.
So it comes all like that. And then the neat thing with this jig that our buddy made us is we basically, like, you know, there's a hole through the center here. So we sleeve over the bottom piece.
Right.
And then attach the handles to the lamp part top and then sleeve that over.
I kind of see this stuff as inheritable. You know, it seems like it's heirloom.
Yeah.
You know, I always find it interesting from an archaeological standpoint, like 50 years, what are they going to say about this when they see it, you know? So you guys are on a growth trajectory like we are.
Yeah.
You're probably finding, and so are we, that there are certain companies that aren't, you know, that we're trying to bring vendors along as we're growing.
Yeah.
And some like you guys are like, you know, like want to have that discussion about how we can do better and how we can do more, and some are like, this is all we can do, like we can't do anymore, we don't want to do more.
I would just assume that American thing
You
of
think
like,
so.
do
You
more,
think so,
you know?
but there's some people that they're comfortable with things the way they are, you know. During the recession, you know, we were laying people off, sales were down. We decided that we would, you know, make a lot of changes here, and the product became really utilitarian, where you're really seeing a lot of the sockets and the wires and things of that nature. It was very minimal because we were in the recession. It seemed like that was an appropriate response to, you know, fixtures that were decorative We were sort of like undecorating them, so there's a lot of real sort of industrial sort of styles that came about through the recession. Late 1920s into the 1930s is when they started painting glass to cheer people up, to give people something to be optimistic about. During this last recession, we kind of did some things with some different colorways and different stripes that we thought would do the same given the sort of economic climate that we're in now.
Activated a little bit so it's not just a plain white fixture.
Yeah, we're not trying to just copy what was done, 80 years ago. We're trying to kind of do new things. Owning a small business, you put everything you have into it. There were several years where I wasn't even on the payroll in the company. I had to have another job just to kind of support my family while I started Schoolhouse. But it meant that much to me. I mean, I saw the promise in it. Part of the reason I started this company is because I wanted to have a job where I could see my family more. Nice job. I really pride myself in getting home for dinner. As much as it's great to be a part of a growing business that's successful and that is, I think, finding its way, I'll never get the time back with my kids if I don't make the kind of choices that I'm making right now, which is really by really putting them first. Good job, bud. How'd it go? Good practice. Good work. Way to work hard.
Nothing is frozen in time.
Next time on American Hipster Presents, basketball, a hometown show, and a band with a contentious name, Starfucker.
Just over here, checking out football practice, hanging out with Brian at Schoolhouse Electric. Let us know what you think of the episode, the accoutrements, etc. Click on the links over here, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Audi 5000.